Mira, Sin Morera. What's up, bro? What's up, Lewis? Baby Beach. Just waiting for some more people to come on here. Let's get some more people on here. Studio 550, what's up, man? Yo. Yo. What's up? Let's get some more people on here. Why don't you guys like tag some people or share some shit, or let me see, how do I do this? Can I say like, hey, all right, search, tell these guys I'm on, everybody I'm on. Let's hit up everybody here. All right, hold on, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. What do we got? There we go. Here we go. Don't go. Don't leave. All right. Let's go. These guys. Those guys. Who else we got here? Don't go anywhere. Stay right here, guys. DJ Rich Money, beats. Don't go. Here we go. Yes. Don't go. I'm just adding some more people to this, okay, guys? Don't go. All right, we'll start there, I guess. All right. I think we're cool. Oh, Lima. Who else we got? Don't leave yet. Here we go. Let me get that out of here. There we go. Who else we got? Mathis. All right. I'm going to tell you guys a story. I want to tell you guys a story. All right. There's a lot of people on here. All right. Wonder. There you go. Beats. I want to share a story with you people. So hold on. Don't leave me. Real Mrs. Mig. Who else? Tony Fuego. Duration. Okay. Here we go. 8 bars. 5:30. All right. So, good morning. What's up? Look, I'm wearing glasses. Does it make me appear to be more intelligent? Because I feel really like scholarly now. Oh, let me take the hat off. I feel very scholarly today. What do you guys think? No? Mira, baby. Thank you, Studio 550. See, DJ Sin Morera, what do you know? Jigsaw, what's up, guys? All right, so check it out. Today is like a little story time kind of thing. All right, what happened to where's my video? Hold up. Where's my video? There we go. All right. Today's like story time. Floodgate. Wife. My wife is on. Hey, Mrs. Mig. I'm going to have her on. I'm going to have her on Mig's morning Max Beat Storytime show soon. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. DMI. How do I spell it? DMI. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know why. Maybe the glasses are hurting me. So today's story time. Check this shit out. So what I want to talk to you guys about today, and this is going to be on my YouTube later. I'm going to re-up later. Is not doubting yourself. It sounds like a simple enough concept and easy enough to be said, but stop doubting yourself. And I'm going to give you a little story of how this guy last year had what he considered to be the worst meeting of his professional career and just did not know what to make of it, but led to some of the most amazing projects, relationships, anything, whatever you can imagine. When I fast forward, it's just like things that I wanted for a long time came from this one meeting. So about a year and a half ago, a friend of mine in the business. He's a much older gentleman. He's been around since like the disco eras, writing hit songs. Says to me, Mig, his name is Billy Terrell. He says, Mig, he goes, there's a company that I really want to like take you to meet them, you know, to meet everybody at, and I think that they're really going to like you, and you know, I'm going to set it up. And the company's called Spirit Music, and Spirit Music is responsible for like more than half of the music that you see on TV. On all the reality shows and everything. Hey, and this is going to lead me to some other cool things, because we have Steve Flowers on, guys. Steve Flowers is an amazing vocalist. He is actually the featured artist and my co-writer on the new single that we have out now called Fly, which is out worldwide. So look it up later. Mr. Mig featuring Flowers, which is Flwrz, Fly. But anyway, we'll get to that. Right now, we're going to go and we're going to rewind a little bit. So a year ago, I had the worst day of my career in a long time, because I was very disappointed in myself. I had this meeting set up by Billy, and he said, I want you to go meet the guys over at Spirit Music. I'll set it up. It was like 3 months by the time he talked to me about it, and then we set it up, and then I had to go and show up. And I live in New Jersey, about an hour and a half from New York City, and, you know, I kind of miscalculated my day, and, you know, traffic and parking and going somewhere for the first time and not knowing where you're going. And basically, I showed up to the city thinking I was right on time, and somehow I put the wrong address in my GPS somewhere else that was in the city, which would have been about a 20-minute drive to where I needed to be. And I'm thinking I'm right on time at this point. So you can imagine that I'm about to be 20 minutes late when I find out that I'm in the wrong place. So I called and I'm like, I'm really sorry. I'm like, actually, I'm sorry. Let me rewind. They called me and said, where you at? I said, I just parked. I'm over by blah, blah, blah. They're like, well, that's not near here. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, where are you at? So I gave them the address. They're like, that's not our address. I'm like, I don't know how I got this address put into my GPS, but it was kind of like, I felt like there was something trying to like stop me from this meeting, and I really wanted this meeting. Like I said, it's one of the biggest TV music companies in the United States, and so they're like, here's the address. You need to get here because we're late. And I think they had like a meeting with like Sting or Bono, or I think it was Bono afterwards. So I'm like, fuck, this is really fucked up. So I ended up going and getting in my car, and like I got downtown, a 20-minute normal drive in traffic. I got there in like 8 minutes. So you can imagine that I was kind of really not thinking about like getting pulled over. I was just swerving in and out and getting there. I had to get there. So I go and I apologize, and I'm sweating, and they're laughing a little bit because they're like, wow, how'd you get down here so quick from where you were? And I'm like, well, I feel bad that I'm late. I wasn't going to make you guys wait. I appreciate, you know, that you took the meeting with me. So of course I'm going to get here as fast as I possibly can. So I put my foot down and went. So I apologize. No big deal. No big deal. We still have some time. We have about 15, 20 minutes. So imagine that I go to the city. It's, you know, ends up being, 2 hours from the time I left to the time I actually got there with all this stuff going on. And now I have 15 minutes to basically pitch myself and everything else. So we talk, tell them everything I have going on, everything that I've done. They were like, impressive, this and that. All right, cool. Why don't you meet so-and-so? He handles blah, blah, blah in this department. And they walk out and they leave. And I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. It's great. Okay, if you ever need anything, let me know. And I just get back in my car and go back home. And call the missus. I call Mrs. Mig. I say, I don't really know how that went today because I was late. I apologized like 2 times. And like they were cool, but I feel really disappointed in myself and disappointed that I waited for so many months to get this meeting. And I kind of feel like I should have just really gotten up earlier and left earlier and not really taken for granted that I knew where I was going. And so anyway, fast forward a few months later, I get an email from the president of the company, who I met with. And he's like, haven't forgotten about you. Let's talk in September. Now I got an email from them. So I was like, oh, okay, great, blah, blah, blah. I said, once again, I'm really sorry for the fact that I showed up late. It's out of character for me. I'm very business oriented. I'm very good at keeping things on track, and I just feel really shitty about it. They're like, no worries. September rolls around, I get a phone call again. I get an email introducing me now to not just the president, now the CEO of the company. And his name is Alan Ett, and he's a huge deal in the TV world. And Alan's like, we got on the phone the next day, we hit it off. He's such a nice guy. And then Alan introduced me to, like, 3 other departments, which is how I ended up getting to, like, what I'm going to show you. So Alan is a legendary TV composer and has now become inadvertently my co-writer on things that I do for them. So to have my name on there with him, Steve Migliori and Alan Ett, music by, whatever, for certain shows. So this year I ended up doing three theme songs. One was for a Fox show that was a limited series. It was, I think it was 20 episodes or 15 episodes. And that was back in the early part of the year. It was called Breakthrough with Dr. Steve Perry. It was on Fox. I did the theme music for that show. So, like I said, that was Fox. It aired about 15 to 20 times. Then I ended up doing a theme for a show called Hollywood Medium, which is on Thursday nights on the E! Network. And that is syndicated. That's worldwide syndicated, all countries. My theme is like a minute long, the intro of the show, and it plays 3 times in a row that night because they do the present episode and then past episodes. So it's pretty crazy, and I haven't seen a royalty from that, so I don't know what it is yet. It takes about a year to calculate that kind of stuff, but I'll let you know if it turns out to be something interesting. And as a matter of fact, Steve Flowers, who is on this live right now, is the singer on that theme. At the end, there's a line that's sung after the music goes, and he's the singer on that theme. So that's how we met. Now we have a single that just came out. So networking, he saw me post something about the show and hit me up, and we hit it off. And he's just an amazing, amazing vocalist, amazing singer. If you guys need top line hooks for male, I recommend him. For female, I recommend my girl Amber Skies. And like you've seen me post about her. And then so I want to fast forward to you want to see like the themes here. So this one is the new show that I have that's out now called Mr. Mom, and it's based on a movie that was in the 1980s with actor Michael Keaton, who was a big actor back then. He actually played Batman, one of the Batman characters in the films. So I ended up doing this music, which is completely different than anything I've ever done. And I'm going to show you the Logic session that I composed in, and then I'm going to show you the final product that's out now on Vudu, and it's actually a Walmart show. It's a scripted show. My music is in the beginning of every episode of this season, and same thing with Hollywood Medium. My music is in the beginning of every episode of Hollywood Medium, and you can also hear Steve Flowers in the beginning of every episode of Hollywood Medium. So check it out. Let me bring this up. So I hope this is the right version. All right, so here's what happens when you do music for TV, music for film. Okay, you get this. You get a little bit of video given to you with time code. And let me see if I can enlarge this. Okay, so you're given this. You're given video with time code. I'm gonna try to get this a little bit more. It's kind of in my way here, but all right, we're good. So I was given this, and then I created to this. So let me just do this first. Solo out what they gave me. And then I'm going to show you the music that I created and then the final trailer.
Here's the thing, son. When you come to a closed door in life and there's nowhere else to go, you can either stand there and wait or take matters into your own hands.
This cereal can go out.
Lucy's here, guys.
And when you live with women, be happy you can be outside. Oh, we should probably wash our hands first.
All right. So that happens, and then they go into the credits, and there's time code running, so I know how to match up what I'm doing to the time code. And then, here, let me zoom in a little bit. All right, let me zoom in a little bit here for you guys. Sorry. Time code runs, and then I have to create. So it took about 3 weeks to finalize the end result of this. Give me a kiss, Luce. Over here. I'll see you later, okay?
Good morning.
Hi, Daddy.
I love you.
Come on, baby.
Paula's upstairs. If you need something.
Come
All right, so bye, baby. Lucy says bye, guys, and Mrs. Mig says bye, guys. They're gonna go do some domesticated house stuff that we need done because she's the best. We need coffee in the house. All right, so
You come to a closed door in life.
so
There's nowhere else.
now I'm going to show you what happens. So I was given that, and then I keep that on the screen, and I open up Logic, and I create the music for this.
When your daddy made, she did not give you a hug.
Oh,
so we
hold on. Lucy's got to give me a hug.
can't leave.
Do you want to see Lucy give me a hug? She's a superstar when she gives hugs. Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. This is Lucy. What's your name? Say your name. You have to tell everybody your name. You have to. They want to know it. They want to know your name. Do you know how to say your name? You probably don't know how to say it very good, do you?
I said too.
Nah, I don't believe it. They don't believe it because they don't hear it. So how do you say it then? What's your last name? Can you even pronounce it? Probably not. It's hard, right?
Let's go.
All right, just say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Come on. Get out of here. All right, I'm coming back.
All right, let's go. Out of here.
All right, here we go. We're coming back, okay, guys? Let me flip this around.
Here.
It's for you guys. All right, so I'm given stuff like this for projects, and then I have to create. So they give me a little bit of an idea in an email, basically what the show's looking for. I jump on a creative call with my guy, Ryan Neal, who is the Senior Vice President of Production at Spirit, who has been nothing but fucking awesome to me, and love those guys so much for these opportunities, and also just as people, they're good people. So don't believe what you hear about, like, people in business all being sharks and all being shitheads, because they're not. Not everybody.
Here's the thing, son.
All right, so
When you come to a
saw
closed
this.
door in life and there's nowhere else to go.
And then this is Logic session right here. Everything that I composed in this session to this music is in the final trailer. And I mixed it also, and I mastered it also. So nothing was changed once it left my studio. Once it left my home studio here, nothing else was done to it. And I'll show you the final episode, okay? No, they don't send a reference track. A lot of times sometimes they do. In this case, there were no reference tracks. So I created completely out of my own vision of what I thought the trailer should sound like, along with obviously some creative input from the team. You know, we discuss these things like, hey, you know, maybe it should be this kind of vibe or that kind of vibe, and we get on a couple calls. So
You can either stand there.
so now we go here, and let me actually not play their audio. Let me just play the music now. There's a couple things that were a little bit different in the end. All right, so that was the finished music for the intro of this song. Intro of this show. And now I will go to YouTube and I will grab the actual season 1 premiere episode, which will have the final cut, you know, along with the entire show leading into the first episode. So if you go on YouTube and you just type in Mr. Mom season 1 episode 1. You'll see Vudu. It's Vudu fans I'm looking at here. And this is the actual final. And let me open this up, make it full screen. Okay? We'll do full screen. And then you can see my finished work. And, you know, for this kind of thing. All right, here we go. Let's go back to the beginning. I was showing my son earlier. He asked if it was out, and he didn't realize it was out, so I was showing him. Here we go.
Here's the thing, son. When you come to a closed door in life and there's nowhere else to go, you can either stand there and wait or take matters into your own hands. And when you live with women, be happy you can pee outside. Oh, we should probably wash our hands first.
5-2, coffee's
So-
ready.
Good morning.
Hi.
So anyway, that is a official television show trailer intro produced by myself, but this is the process. There really is nothing crazy magical about the process, especially when you're lucky to be involved with a team like I am. I'll play it again. Yeah, sure. Want me to play this intro again? I mean, you guys can always go to and check it out online too. But here, no problem. I don't mind. Now there are some bullet points that I have to explain to you.
And when you live with women, be happy you can pee outside.
Oh.
You should probably wash your hands first.
All right. So
Babe, it's 5-2.
that is producing music to picture for TV. If you guys want to see, I can show you the one for e-television, Hollywood Medium. Just let me know. So, just to let you know, on these types of projects, you get paid a production fee, and then you also keep your portion of the writership. And I say your portion because certain companies have deals where you split the writership with them, and the network usually keeps the publishing. They have to own the publishing on these pieces of music so that it ensures that you will never sell that track to anybody else. By having the publishing, they control the rights of the sale of that music. So basically, once they have the publishing, you can't take that track and go give it to somebody else. So then they're fucked over when they do 20 episodes and using your music, and you come along and say, oh, I sold it to somebody else. So publishing goes to the network, writership goes to the composer, typically. So I have writership on these things. So so we have that. And then do you guys want to see, let me see. I want to see what kind of notes I wrote down here. All right, so in Logic, it's really awesome because we have notes, right? And let me just get rid of some of this stuff here. We don't want any of that stuff here. All right, cool. So I do things like this. I'll write like notes in Logic. Like for this one, it says the drum fill at the top isn't definitive enough. Probably needs to be a full bar. The little drum fills in the middle are too random. Just needs to be what a drummer would do. If it could only work leading into the downbeat, try that. So every second bar, a little fill into one. So we do go back and forth to kind of get things finalized. And now the difference with this versus like doing something like what do you call it? Like a song is this isn't done to like a 4/4 or an 8/4 or a 4 or a 16 bar, a 4 bar, or 8 bar. Sometimes you cut it right in the middle of a bar. It all depends on like the director says. In this case, the director said, "I want to make sure certain elements come in on certain names that are coming up on the screen for the title." Then you have to kind of make that stuff work. I wish I wasn't getting notifications up here because like it's fucking annoying because I have this on airplane and I'm still getting notifications. Is there a specific parameter when bouncing for TV? Yes. You have to actually, when you're done with this, export all your stems. They have to be titled in an exact certain way. So in this case, it would say the name of the show dot the name of the writers, which is me and Alan in this case, the boss, dot stem dot name of the stem, and you'd export each one like that. So then you would do something called like submixes. So you do like drums only. You would do like group mixes. You would do stuff like for this. It's a little different than the TV. I do other TV shows too. Like I've done some stuff for History Channel for like The Curse of Oak Island and Gold Rush. Some cues, and then you would make like completely different mix versions with strings and piano only, strings, piano, and drums. No, just drums by himself with a piano. So in this case, that's how you would do that. So this is a little inside look into this kind of stuff. But my video really was supposed to be today about not doubting yourself, having some confidence, because I thought that I really made a bad impression in that meeting, and apparently and obviously I didn't. So I walked away with my head down, and then 3 months later, I was completely like refreshed and rejuvenated. I'm like, oh, I could just be myself. I was just being myself. I was honest about what happened, and they saw that, and they understood that, and they remembered me. Maybe my sincerity and how I felt was part of what had them call me back, you know? So that's it, man. I have other shows and things that I can drop. I'm not going to drop them right now, but this is all I wanted to kind of tell you guys is don't worry about, you know, making human mistakes. Do your best. Be sincere. You know, be open with people. If you made a mistake, let them know you made a mistake. And that's going to help you also with selling your beats and everything else. Just be a human being. This is what I try to tell you guys when I'm coaching. They ask me, what's the number one thing? The number one thing is being human. You are human, but you are a store owner. And that's two different things. It's kind of like my parents. They had a restaurant for many years. They did really well. So the people that came into there loved the food. They loved the restaurant, but they also loved my parents. So that was the reason why that did well. And my dad, rest in peace, he was a hair salon owner for many, many years. And my mom would say he wasn't the best hair salon owner. The best hair salon, he wasn't the best hairstylist, but people loved him. The women that came in there loved him. The men that came in there loved him. He was a people person. It's probably where I got my personality a lot from my father in that way, where we're just naturally empathetic, sympathetic, and also we aim to please, you know what I'm saying? So that might be part of it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to head out. If you want to watch this again later, it'll be up on my YouTube. I want you to take away some key factors of this. Just know that you got to keep pushing forward. Even at my level in my career, I still have times where I feel really like down on myself, and I feel like, man, I could have done a better job. Oh, I really screwed up, but being yourself and really just pushing, for me, led to the next level for me. Like, this was stuff that I wanted to do for years, and believe it or not, nobody would give me a chance. You're in a different world when you're on TV and film. They don't give a shit about what you did in the music business. They want to know what you did in the TV and film business. So I'm really appreciative to them. And Steve Flowers, if you're still on there, I'm really excited, man. Our single is rocking and rolling, guys. We have a single out called Fly. It's on 418 Music. You can follow 418 Music Official here on Instagram. And also, our song aired this week. Thank you to Stonebridge, one of the most legendary DJs, for airing the song on Stonebridge Saturdays. It was episode 200. Hopefully we'll get good news today about another show that we're supposed to be on BPM. Hopefully it'll happen. But Hollywood Hamilton, if you're out there, sorry guys, I got like something in my mouth. Hollywood Hamilton, if you're out there, thank you, bro, for all the love. Remix Top 30 Countdown. I actually am a resident DJ out of Philly on that show, along with Gino Caparelli, every other week or once a month. I'm not sure how the schedule is right now, but it's on 120 iHeart stations, and they love the new song so much that they're giving us play on that station. So that's not something you get just because you're part of that station, because they don't just pick up anything. They have to really, 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 really believe in a song and really love it, and that goes for anything that I do. I don't get priority from people just because of who you guys might think I am or who other people might think I am. It really is about the product. So I don't abuse that too. I don't abuse my relationships. So just so you know, there's no special special handouts or anything. So that's it. You guys are the best. Hit me up if anybody needs coaching. Coaching at maxbeats.com. You can hit the button that's in my link tree in my bio if you want to talk about it. I've had some really great sessions this past week with a bunch of producers who are going to go out there and kill it. I'm so glad I was there to help them kind of see through and navigate some of the things that were really giving them trouble. And I was able to instantly just say, hey, you're doing this, but flip it and do this, and do this. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm here if you guys need me. Mig, Max Beats, peace out. Have a great day, guys.